Reach the Stretch Internet Broadcast Studio. Please enter your 4-digit code now. I'm sorry, your code is not valid. Please try again or contact Stretch Internet at 877.
Come on.
Reach the Stretch Internet Broadcast Studio. Please enter your 4-digit code now. Your code has been accepted. Your broadcast will begin in 5 seconds.
And a pleasant good evening. Welcome to Grover C. Redford Gymnasium on the campus of Missouri Valley College. It's alumni night, and tonight the Vikings and the Lady Vikings will take on the Avila Eagles. I'm Ken Quiaba. Joe All will have the first half tonight. And Joe, Avila comes in probably not as good a shooting team as what we've seen in the past. Remember a young lady by the name of Murillo?
Yes,
well,
I
she's
do.
sitting over the bench tonight, and I went over before the game and I said, young lady, I'm glad you're not playing anymore. And she goes, I miss it. And I said, well, we don't miss watching you tear up this league. She was a great, great player, and she's on the coaching staff now. But Avila's always a good ball club.
Oh, they are, and I think her brother played on the men's team.
Yeah, he's on the men's team, right.
But, you know, Avila team, it's normally been near the top of the conference. Got off to a good start this year, won 2 of their first 3, but then they've lost 5 of their last 6 games. So really, kind of like the Vikes, both teams trying to find themselves right now.
Yeah. So you had a chance, and I'm going to have to go run and get a cord, so I'm going to leave it for you for just a moment. But Larry Williams, what do you say about this year's ball club? What do you say about this year's ball club?
We just talking about, said he's lost a lot of people and really doesn't have a lot of returning people coming back. And he said he just really, people still on the team trying to find themselves, trying to figure out who needs to do what, and so they're just kind of in a rough stretch right now. But he's a veteran coach, does a great job, and always a classy guy.
No question about it. We had a chance to visit with both coaches before this ball game.
I'm going to have to lie.
Okay, chatting now with Avila women's coach Larry Williams, veteran coach, does a great job. And Larry, kind of unusual, you're normally one of the teams right at the top of the conference, but kind of had some tough games here lately.
Poor coaching. You know, just blame it. I take full responsibility. I think any time that you don't never know how valuable your seniors are until you lose them. And every year up until now, we've had the juniors that have overtaken, and this year our seniors are a quiet group, our 2 seniors, and that's the biggest thing is that you really don't know that until they're gone, and. It's been a tough year. Everybody's looking at everybody, trying to figure out what are you going to do and what are you going to do, and so that's the biggest part. We got the kids that can play, but it's all indecisiveness and no one's taking accountability and responsibility for themselves or each other. So it's a heck of a deal right now.
Well, you're 3 and 4 in conference play, and so down, in the lower half, but you're only 2 games out of 3rd place.
That's good, but you have to feel good about that. Our tough schedule was the early games, and although we got a tough one Saturday, but then we get through the first round, and then we start again. And if we could, take Baker back and Central Methodist back, which we were in those games, things could turn around without a doubt. MNU is without a doubt the team still to beat, I think.
All right, that's Larry Williams talking about the game. I had a chance also to visit with Jolene Christensen. We talked a little bit about the Murillo girl, not in the lineup tonight. In fact, she graduated last year, one of the Defensive Player of the Year.
She's not a player anymore. She was one heck of a player. There's definitely a reason why she was the Defensive Player of the Year in our conference. She was all over the place.
Now, I take a look at this Avila team, and their shooting percentages are down. They're not shooting the ball nearly as well as they have in the last couple of years.
No, they did lose some personnel with the players that left last year, and they aren't quite where they've been. They still do have really good, solid players inside. Those 2 freshman post players from last year are back and sophomores, and definitely playing a lot of minutes and putting up some good points for them. So they are a little bit different team than we've seen in the past.
So they do like to take it inside then to those two gals.
Yeah, they do. They like to take it inside. If they're not open, they will kick out for three-point shooting. But, again, their shooters kind of graduated and have gone through their program, which, again, I'm happy to see. So.
Yeah.
All right, that's a couple of comments from Jolene Christensen as we get ready to go on Alumni Night. And let's take a quick look at the starting lineups. Jackie Waka out of Ozark, Missouri, a 5'6" sophomore in the starting lineup, as was Rebecca Capater from Trenton, Missouri, a 6' sophomore. Courtney Gimlet, inside player, also out of Ozark, a 5'6", a junior. And she'll start along with Cassie Bruner out of Overland Park, Kansas, and Jessica Smith from Verona, Missouri. The Vikings go with Raina Smith, who's been hot of late, the freshman out of St. Louis. Ebony Brown out of Lemoore, California, 5'10" junior. Gabby Morales, Bakersfield, California, 6' junior. Sammy Jackson out of Barnard, Missouri, the 5'8" senior point guard. And also in the starting lineup for the Vikings, Gabby Lovelace out of Pleasant Hill. She is a 5'10" junior. So there you have the starting lineups. And Joe, I don't think there's a secret about it, man. We need to find a way to get a W. This 9-game losing streak, that's enough.
Ken, you got two teams out there that really need a victory. And like we said, we're nearing the halfway point of the season. The first round wraps up on Saturday afternoon. And so, Avila at 3-4, Vikings looking for their second conference win. And so both teams, this is a big game really for both teams.
Joe All has the first half call.
Okay, ready to go. Ball's in the air, tap controlled by the Vikings. So off to a good start here as Valley brings it across. Sammy Jackson into the forecourt. Deep to Raina Smith. Raina high post, Ebony Brown. Ebony out there guarded by Bruner, the leading scorer on this team. Gets it high post to Morales. Gabby puts it on the deck a couple times. Inside, Ebony drives in off the glass. Good start for the Vikings. Is Ebony Brown. I think she scored the first bucket the other night. So Ebony gets the game's first basket. Vikes jump on top.
Let's go inside as much as we can to these gals tonight.
Waka walks it across for Avila. Gives it back outside to Jessica Smith. Smith hands to Courtney Gimlin, one of the veterans. Now down the low block. Turnaround inside by Rebecca Capater. Missed the shot, but she's fouled, hammered on the shot, and that's going to be a two-shot foul. That's going to come up on Ebony. So Ebony's got a bucket and a foul here in the first 45 seconds of the game.
Vikings 1-6 in conference play, 4-15 overall in that losing streak right now. It's the first free throw.
First shot in the air, banks in. I didn't hear her yell bank, but it is a bank for Rebecca Capater. She averages 8.8 points a game. With one of the veterans on this team, I remember her from last year, cuts the Viking lead in half, 2-1 here in the early going.
Avila 3-4, 4-11 on the year. Big win, a big game for the Vikes tonight.
Capater misses the second one, but there to get the offensive rebound is Jessica Smith. So Avila will reset the offense. Smith looks inside, now gets it into Gimlin. Gimlin drives off the glass. This one comes up short. Battle for the rebound. It comes out to Raina Smith for the Vikings. Now Sammy in the left wing. Down low to Clark. Back outside. It comes to Gabby Lovelace, and Gabby knocks down her first shot. So Vikings 2 out of 2. Nice pass from Kara Clark. Got it on the post, kicked it back outside, and Lovelace knocked down the J. So Vikes do a good start. Inside now it comes to Bruner. Head of the key now to Gimlin. Gimlin's three in the way. This one off the right side. Battle for the loose ball, and coming away with it, Gabby Lovelace gets a carom for the Vikings. So Vikes 2 out of 2, bring it down on their third trip. Lob for Kara Clark underneath. Nice pump fake. Kara missed the shot, gets the rebound, back up off the glass, too strong. And coming down with the rebound for the Lady Eagles is Cassie Bruner, their leading scorer, averaging almost 13 points a game. Vikes in that man. Deep on the left wing, it comes to Gimlin. Gimlin down low, ball fake inside, and that shot missed by Capater. Rebound to Smith. Here come the Vikes. Nice bounce to Gabby. Gabby's shot knocked away. Good block, and I think that was Jessica Smith, who got a hand on that, but Vikes will retain possession with a 3-point lead. We played 2 minutes.
May not have a high-scoring game tonight. The Vikings average 55.6, Avila 55.4 a game.
Raina Smith's shot misses. The rebound comes out there to Bruner for the Lady Eagles.
Probably 90 to 89.
Yeah, probably will. You can bank on it. Now Waka walks it across. Now hands, and there's going to be a foul, I think, on Sammy Jackson. And Sammy, going for the steal, reaches over the top of Courtney Gimlin. That'll be Sammy's first, Vikings' second foul.
And quickly, we're going to see Julia Vasquez, the 5'8" freshman, coming off that bench. Julia comes in to replace Sammy Julie out of Earth, Texas.
Eagles to inbound on the far sideline. They get it into Walker. Walker guarded out there by Raina Smith. Hands it on the right wing to Smith. Smith down the low block. Spins by Bruner. Now bounce pass inside. Ball tied up underneath. And as that Raina Smith goes to the floor to get that tie out with the alternate possession rule, ball back to the Vikings. So good defense that time.
No, it should be the other way because
now they're going to change it.
They just forgot to switch it there to the scores table because the Vikings got the opening tip. And Larry Williams right on it. He said, "Whoa, we've got it here." So
ball be inbounded by Avila, not the Vikings. Now we've got a timeout on the floor. One of the officials spots
need to reset the shot clock. Well, I don't know if they're going to reset the shot clock. I don't know. They should not reset the shot clock. It should be at 18. They do not.
18 seconds on the shot clock right now. So
should not reset.
Avila gets set to inbound. Now the officials talking it over on the far baseline.
Vikings did not have possession, and they won't reset the shot clock. Well, they do, I guess. I didn't think it did unless it was under 15, but they reset it.
Jump shot by Courtney Gimlin. They get the pass into her, and she knocks down about a 10-footer off the baseline. So it's 4-3 Vikings with 17:28 left to go in the half. Head of the key, Morales for the Vikes. Gets it high post to Kara Clark. Kara spins, faces up on Bruner. Now hands back outside to Vasquez. Down on the baseline. Nice drive. Gabby Lovelace up and in. Basket and one. And Gabby went up strong that time. That's what you like to see inside. And took the defender up with her and knocked down the shot.
Yeah, she has 4 points over and only averaging 3.3 a game, so good job. And good job on that baseline. Let's get her playing with some confidence in there tonight.
Rebecca Capater picks up the foul. That's team foul number 2, and that's the first team foul on Avila as Lovelace completes the three-point play. Vikings lead it by 4. 17 minutes left here in the half. Head of the key now to Capater. Capater lobs into Bruner. Bruner's has her shot blocked by guess who? Gabby Morales, the conference's leading shot blocker. And once again, Gabby comes up on the defensive end.
Does such a great job of just knowing where she is on the floor, reaching out and knocking that shot down, or knocking those shots away.
Vikings with the ball. Julia Vasquez on the right wing. Gets it into Kara Clark. Almost has it stolen. Kara gets it back. Vasquez skips it all the way across to Raina Smith. Raina into Morales. Gabby spins into the lane, throws up a runner and knocks it down. Nice quick move, turn to the bucket. Boy, the Vikes shooting the ball very well here, Ken. In the early going, they lead at 9-3.
Well, you've got an Avila team that's struggling as well, so let's take it to them, see what they've got in there.
Well, this team, Vikes, have gotten off to a good start their last 3 games. Now driving inside, Smith hands back outside to Waka, and she knocks down a 2. So Jackie Waka pulls up on the baseline, knocks down her first bucket of the game. She's a sophomore guard out of Ozark, Missouri. So 9-5, Vikings lead it. Vasquez, bounce pass. Kara Clark almost loses a handle. Gets it inside, ball faked by Lovelace. Now has it swatted out of bounds by one of the Eagles, so Vikes will retain possession. As checking into the Avila lineup is Ariana Henry. I think she played last year, if I remember. She's a junior out of Humansville, Missouri. Vikes get it high post. Morales' jump shot, splash, knocks it down. And boy, Gabby Morales, nothing but net on that shot. Squared up, took her time, and knocked it down.
Boy, looking good offensively. We're getting that ball inside. Gabby has 4, Brown has 2, and Lovelace has 5.
11-5, Vikings with the early lead. There's a 3 by Gimlin. This one's strong. Battle for the loose ball, and Gabby Lovelace tips it to Raina Smith, so the Vikings come away with a loose ball. Vasquez into the forecourt. Head of the key to Raina. Raina left-hand dribble, gives back to Vasquez. Man-to-man defense by Avila. Vasquez tries to set up the offense, down to 10 on the shot clock as Morales spins into the lane, gives back outside to Vasquez. Vikes are going to have to hurry here. Now they're going to call a double dribble, I believe, on Julia Vasquez. Ball back to Avila.
Regina Messinario, the 5'5 junior, will come in, and Lindsey Jackson will check in for the first time. And for Avila, it looks like Michaela Brinkley, a 5'7 sophomore, checks in.
11-5, Vikings lead it. We're down near the 15-minute mark here in the first half. Vikes trying to win their second conference game. Avila comes in at 3-4 in conference play. Now Gimlin drives in. Hands back outside. Smith now with a left-hand dribble. Hands back deep on the baseline, back to Gimlin. Courtney back out on the head of the key to Henry. Henry down to Brinkley. Brinkley drives towards the baseline. Underneath, flips it up, missed it. Battle for the loose ball. A nice rebound that time by Kara Clark as Kara goes up strong in the middle of the crowd, brings out the rebound.
Well, the Vikings on a pretty good run. Let's just keep it going here.
Well, Vikes with a 6-point lead. Need to add to that if they can. Messenario outside, Lindsay. Lindsay shot in the air. This one a little too strong off the back iron, and Waka comes down with a rebound for the Lady Eagles. That one didn't miss by much.
No, it was good rotation out of Kicksmill ready to come back into the game. It was a good shot for Lindsay.
Jackie Waka hands it deep on the right wing to Brinkley. Brinkley pulls up just outside the free throw line, throws up a jumper that misses. Waka tries to save it, but Lindsey Jackson comes up with a loose ball for the Vikings. Here they come with Vasquez quickly into the forecourt. Down on the block to Morales. Gabby pivots, has it swatted away, but she's fouled as a couple of ladies reached in and grabbed part of Gabby Morales' arm, so that's going to be a non-shooting foul, but that'll be the third, I guess only the second team foul on Avila. That foul comes up on Waka. Both teams have 2 right now.
Morales will leave. Kicksmiller's into the game, young lady out of Kearney.
Kara Clark to inbound for the Vikings. Vikings lead it by 6 in case you just joined us. Now Messenario into the paint. Decides not to shoot. Gives it back outside to Lindsay. Lindsay baseline, double team. Now ball taken away by Brinkley for Avila.
Lindsay tried driving inside, but, with her ability to shoot the ball, I don't mind her pulling up for that 12-footer on the baseline.
She's good on that baseline. There's one out of the corner, a long 3. That one misses. That one taken by Gimlin. Now battle for the loose ball, and Henry runs it down for Avila. Brinkley deep on the left wing to Curtis, Anna Curtis, who's come into the lineup. There's a shot too strong by Curtis. Rebound Lindsey Jackson. So the Vikings doing a good job right now, Ken, on both ends of the court.
Really are, and they're really keeping Avila from running their offense.
Now Messenario has it swatted out of her hands, out of bounds. Vikes retain possession. 13 minutes, 4 seconds left to go here in the first half. Missouri Valley on top here at home. It's alumni night. The Vikings lead at 11-5 here in the early going.
Both teams shoot 36% from the field. Here's Kicksmiller.
Sam Kicksmiller, nice touch that time. And Sam, good rotation on the ball. It hit the front of the rim, carry him to the back, and dance down through the cords. That's Sam's first bucket, biggest lead for the Vikes. They lead it by 8. Now here comes Brinkley, and Kara Clark runs into her. That's going to be a foul on Kara as Brinkley drove to the right baseline. That'll be Kara's first, team third.
13-5, though. The Vikings really doing a good job defensively.
Michaela Brinkley, a sophomore out of Trimble, Missouri. I'm not exactly sure where Trimble is.
I'm not either.
And shots in the air, lips off the front iron, no good, so she'll have one more.
Well, she kind of shakes her head like, how did I miss that? But they're only 1 out of 3 from the line. Vikings 1 out of 1.
Second shot in the air, got it. So Brinkley knocks down 1 out of 2. And Ken, I'm looking at this Lady Eagles roster. They've got a lot of girls out of Missouri. 3 girls out of Kansas, everybody else from Missouri.
Yeah, they've got a lot of them in the local area, it looks like, are close to home.
Well, the Vikes lead at 13-6, 12:41 left in the half. Lindsey Jackson to Vasquez. Vasquez gives it back to Messenario. There's a jumper by Lovelace. This one bangs off the glass, but Sam Kicksmiller there to get the rebound, and Sam has come in with a couple of quick buckets. Nice, strong rebound that time and a good stick back.
And that's what she can do. I'd like to see her do more of that. Really stay around that basket, use that height, good rebound, and nice soft hands.
Vikes' biggest lead of the day. They lead by 9. There's a jumper out of the corner by Brinkley. This one misses, and Messenario runs down the loose ball, so Vikes can take a double-digit lead if they can knock one down here. Into kicks. Sam spins inside, back to Messenario. Now Vasquez with a 3. This one off the left side. Rebound Curtis for Avila.
But Kicksmiller did the right thing. She was double, triple team, kicked it out top of the key for a wide open shot.
15-6, Missouri Valley on top. 11 minutes, 50 seconds left to play here in the first half. Now Lovelace, Gabby Lovelace goes to the floor for a steal, and she's tied up. So good hustle by Lovelace that time. I'll tell you, Gabby looking better and better every game.
She's really playing well, young lady out of Pleasant Hill. Now back into the game, Rebecca Capater comes back in.
So with the alternate possession rule, Vikes get it back with a 9-point lead. We're under 12 minutes left here in the first half. Now Vasquez walks across. She'll set the offense for the Vikes. Left-hand dribble, head of the key to Lovelace. Lovelace guarded by Bruner. Back out to Messenario. Jean drives inside, throws up a runner off the glass and in. And that Regine Messenario, nice job using the backboard that time. That's her first bucket. The Vikes lead it by 11.
All right, keep the pressure on. Vikings playing well and really playing with some confidence right now.
Capater on the left wing to Curtis. Curtis head of the key. Gimlin's three in the air. Missed it. Rebound. Kicks Miller. Kicks Miller and Lovelace collide, and now the ball goes to Curtis. Messenario tries to save it, but it will stay with Avila with 11:02 left, and getting ready to check back in for the Lady Eagles, Jessica Smith.
Well, I hope I don't jinx them and get them to shoot a little bit better, but if they want to continue to shoot the three, that's fine with me, Joe. This team coming in only 60 out of 249, wow. 24% from the three-point line.
You know,
and they haven't hit one tonight.
And this is the third game in a row the Vikings have really played well in the first half.
See how we finish down the stretch here in this half.
Now Walker gives it back outside to Smith. High post to Bruner. Back out to Capater. Her three, got this one. Now, I knew if you said something, it would happen. Rebecca Capater, she drains a three after that comment by my partner.
Well, we'll see if I'd still let them keep shooting.
I don't disagree with you this time. Now, head of the key to Lindsay for the Vikings. 17-9. Vikes lead it by 8. Kicks Miller. Skip pass down the baseline to Vasquez as 4 Vikings get set to check in. Now, pass kicked out of bounds by one of the Lady Eagles as Sammy Jackson, Raina Smith, Gabby Morales, and Ebony Brown check back into the Viking lineup.
Good job by Vasquez and Messenario, Kicks Miller, Lindsay. They all did a good job while they were in there. Got that lead into double digits.
Yeah, they did. They did. Vikes have been in control the whole way. We're nearing the halfway point of the first half, and it's been Missouri Valley all the way thus far. Vikes inbound, get it into Raina Smith. Smith tries to go baseline, cut off by Walker. Now gets it back outside to Sammy. Pump fake, baseline Morales. Morales back to Sammy. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Now Sammy backs it out. Only 3, gonna have to shoot it quickly. Sammy into Morales. Vikes don't get it away. I think really Sammy needed to look for the jump shot there.
Sammy drove to the right, went to the right side. She thought, I'll dump it down low, but there just wasn't enough time on the
You can't falter for trying to get the ball inside. That's what you like to see him do, but she had a pretty good look from the outside, and the clock was winding down pretty quickly. 17-9, Vikings lead it. We're under the 10-minute mark in the half. Lob inside for Bruner, double team. Now gets it back out to Smith, head of the key, Capater. Capater hands back to Anna Curtis. Curtis all the way into the paint, tries to give it to Bruner. Ball taken away by Raina Smith, ahead to Lovelace. Lovelace back to Raina. Now Raina loses control, and they're going to call a foul on somebody. I think Vikes are going to get a break right there.
Everybody was going at full speed, and she hit the deck, but Jessica Smith, I think, picks up the foul, her first.
Jessica Smith, 3 Avila ladies have 1 foul. The Vikings, 3 Viking ladies have 1 foul. So still non-shooting as with 9:36 to play. Vikes will inbound on the far side. In the corner to Smith. Smith on the high block to Morales. Gabby into the paint, goes up, missed this one. Nice rebound that time by Capater.
I like that move, though. Took it strong on the rack, and just if it's there, take it again.
Gabby's got a pretty nice touch inside. Around that glass, she's pretty accurate. Oh, nice pass inside is Jessica Smith finds Bruner, Cassie Bruner, the team's leading scorer. That's her first bucket of the game, but she did a good job getting open down on the low block. Viking lead down to 6. Now the Vikes throw it away on the other end, so Avila trying to crawl back in this thing. They were down by 11 not that long ago. Now with 9:05 to go, it's a 6-point game.
Yeah, and again, this is the same thing. We'll see what happens here. The Vikes, as you said, have played well in the first half, last few games. Let's see if they can finish a half here.
How about this? Walker walks it across the timeline.
Walker. Right. She was around last year, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. Head of the key, Curtis. Left wing, Walker. Nice save by her, guarded by Raina Smith. Now Bruner lobs in for Capater. Almost had it knocked away, puts it up and in, though. So nice pass as Cassie Bruner finds her post partner, Rebecca Capater, down low. Capater's got 6 points. 4-point game, 4-point lead for the Vikings. 8:31 left in the half. Morales hands outside to Raina Smith. Raina spins into the lane, tries to go up with the left hand, but has it taken away by Walker. Avila can cut the lead to 2 with a bucket here. That's as close as they've been in quite a while. Inside to Capater, and she spins inside. Has it blocked. I think that was Ebony Brown that got that one, I believe. Could have been Morales.
She turned through the double team, was wide open. All of a sudden, bam, somebody slapped it away from behind.
I think that was Ebony. I think Ebony came over the top and made a good block. Now Sammy gets it hit of the key. Morales skip past Lovelace, drives in, throws it up, missed it. Rebound Bruner. Good look that time. Gabby got inside, squared up, just couldn't get the shot to fall. So once again, Avila comes down trailing by 4, trying to cut into the lead. 7:40 left to play in the half. Curtis looking, tied up by Sammy. Could be almost a 5-second call right there. And now a push-off. They're going to call a push-off, I believe, on Gabby Morales over on the far side. That'll be Gabby's first foul, Vikings fourth.
Boy, Vikings wanted that 5-second call. I think they were probably 1/2 of a count away from it.
Hand was up in the air, just needed to come down,
it was
I believe.
that close.
17-13, Missouri Valley. They've led the entire half. Vikings scored the first bucket, have never trailed. Waka comes around a screen with the left hand, pulls up for the jumper. This one's short, but the ball caroms, pinballs right back to her. Now she hands outside to Smith. Smith with the left hand dribble to Bruner. Bruner on the left wing to Curtis. And now they're going to call 3 seconds. One of the, I think maybe Rebecca Capater in the lane too long there for Avila. So ball with the turnover back to the Lady Vikings.
Rebecca was clearing some space. She wanted that ball, but she was standing right in the middle of that lane and painted a bright Viking orange. Easy to see those gals when they're inside that lane.
Well, Capater and Bruner both have good height. I'm looking, Capater lists her at 6 feet, and Bruner, both of them listed at 6 even. They both play pretty big in there. Now back to Sammy. Sammy thinks about a 3. Now comes around a Kara Clark screen. Now gets it into Kara in the paint. Kara has it knocked away. I think that was either Waka or I think that was Waka that got that block, I believe.
Waka, the guard, came in to help out a little bit and got the block, and now she'll bring it up.
So good defense by the Lady Eagles that time. Both teams playing pretty good D. Now Capater goes over the top of Ebony Brown. Ebony, nice job. Ebony giving away some height there, but she was not going to be pushed around underneath. Smith into Ebony. Ebony off the glass and in, so Ebony makes a great play on the defensive end, hurries down the court, slashes into the lane. He gets her second bucket of the game, lead back up to 6.
And that was a big bucket. We hadn't scored in a while, so let's see what we do defensively now. Whistling.
Now an offensive foul, I think, away from the ball. They're going to call that, I believe, on Anna Curtis, some kind of an illegal pick, I guess, and that will be the 4th team foul on the Lady Eagles. So with 6:07 left to play and a 6-point lead, Vikings get the pelota back.
There you go.
Yeah, I hope that is ball in Spanish.
I'm going to look that
up. I've been using that for 5 years.
Some pornographic term we don't know about. I don't know.
I don't know. Right wing to Raina Smith. This goes down the baseline, now goes to the ground, and Vikes got a timeout. So nice heads-up play by Raina to call a timeout before she was tied up. So 5:50 left, 19-13 Vikings.
But, Joe, we talked about it's pretty obvious on a 9-game losing streak. You really want to win, and it just gets so tough. Not only mentally, you know you've lost 9, but practice is no fun if you're losing game. You just need to have a win here. We go to Grayson. They have not won a conference game yet this year. We go there. They're 2-13 overall and 0-7 in the league. They are playing at Peru tonight. So who knows? Peru probably get another win there. We'll just have to wait and see. But well, if they could win tonight, you could go up there, get another win. Now start the first time through, you start to feel a little bit better about yourself.
Well, the Vikings, their first conference game, they beat Culver Stockton. That was way back on the 29th of November. Mm-hmm. And then they lost a conference game to Baker, then turned around and beat Stevens. So they won 2 out of 3 there, but then it's been tough sledding since that time.
It really has. But boy, it'd be nice to get this one. Long way to go, though.
Okay, Vikings will inbound under their own bucket, leading by 6 points. Now they get it inside to Kara Clark. Kara spins inside, can't get it to go, and Bruner there to rip the rebound down for Avila. Good look, got it in. Sammy Jackson got the pass into Kara inside the lane. That's where you want her to be, but just a little bit too hard off the back of the rim. So Vikes need a stop right here as Lovelace hounds Gimlin outside. Courtney throws up a 3. This one misses. And Ebony Brown, Ebony doing a good job on the boards, goes up and rips that one off. So no damage there. Ahead to Sammy. Sammy high post Kara, back outside Lovelace, deep right wing Raina Smith, inside to Ebony. Ebony spins. This one comes off the right side of the rim. So Ebony hit her first 2 shots, but missed that one. Avila the other way. We're down to the 5-minute mark of the first half. Vikes clinging to that 6-point lead. Now Waka in for a jump shot. This one too strong, but she runs down the shot in the corner. Now they're going to say, I think she stepped out of bounds, so Vikes get it back.
19-13, still 4:51 to go. Plenty of time.
Sammy Jackson, Ebony Brown, Raina Smith, Kara Clark, and Gabby Lovelace on the floor for the Vikings right now as they have that 6-point lead, as Ken just said. Head of the key, Sammy. High post, Kara. Back to Lovelace. Her jumper in the air. Good ball movement by the Vikes. Can't get the shot to go, though, as Waka gets a rebound. Nice job reversing the ball. Very good look for Lovelace. Just couldn't quite make it drop that time. Now Waka pulls up for another shot. Missed it, but wide open underneath. Curtis had to rebound, but blocked by Sammy Jackson. But Bruner gets it and lays it in. So nice block by Sammy as Curtis had a wide open look, but it went right to Bruner, and we've got a 4-point game. Sammy in the corner to Lovelace. His sister Lindsey Jackson gets set to check in, as does Gabby Morales. Sammy, the left-hand dribble, gives it back out to Raina. Deep on the left wing to Lovelace. Tries to get it inside, has it taken away by Anna Curtis. So Avila, with 3:52 left to play, down by 4, brings it down the court. Right wing, there's a 3 by Jessica Smith. This one a little strong. Nice rebound by Sammy Jackson for the Vikes. Sammy brings it to the middle of the court. Hands it inside. Nice pass to Kara Clark. Nice job by Sammy Jackson that time. Sammy got the rebound, brought it down quickly, and found Kara Clark in the middle of the lane to give the Vikings a 6-point lead.
And she used the glass.
Yes, she did. She did. Good sequence by the Vikes. Now Waka. Walk outside, down on the baseline. Gimlin's 3. Got it. So Courtney Gimlin knocks down her first tray of the game. She has a 2-point bucket, too, to give her 5 points, but it's a 3-point lead, closest Avila's been in quite a while.
They must really, they shoot a lot of threes. It'll be interesting to see their percentage at the end of the half here.
Eagles have switched to a zone defense. They've been in a man. They're in a zone right now. Now they get a steal as Annie Curtis picks off a bad pass. So Avila down by 3, under 3 minutes, will try to get it closer. Walk outside, guarded by Smith. Hands back to Gimlin. Now on the right side, it comes to Curtis. Over left wing to Gimlin. Gimlin bounce inside to Bruner. Bruner spins on Kara Clark. Fakes. Kara knocked it away. Nice block that time by Kara Clark on the inside as Bruner had a pretty good look, but Kara says, you're not coming in here and doing that. Now bodies go to the floor. There's going to be a tie-up underneath, and I think with the alternate possession rule, ball is going to go back to the Lady Eagles with 2:26 left. Vikings clinging to a 21-18 lead.
Really playing some good defense. Look at that, 18 points. You hold somebody, I don't care who it is, you hold them to 18, 20 points and a half. You're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, Vikings played well, and this is the third, as we said, third game in a row. They played well the first half against Mid-America last Saturday, played well on Monday night here against Benedictine. Curtis around a screen. Left-hand dribble, drives around Raina Smith, up and in. Nice move that time by Anna Curtis as she gets her first bucket, and we've got a 1-point game with 2:07 left in the half. Lindsey Jackson back outside to Sister Sammy, into Kara, back to Raina Smith. Good ball movement by the Vikings. Now Sammy spins into the lane. Her runner won't go. Rebound out of there by Jessica Smith. So Avila with a chance to take their first lead of the game as we're under 2 minutes to play in the half. Curtis outside to Farmer, Jordan Farmer, who's checked into the lineup. Smith, high post Bruner. Bruner back out to Curtis. Curtis with a jumper. This one too strong, and nice rebound by Kara Clark there for the Vikings. And once again, Kara goes up strong in the crowd, and now Anna Curtis knocks it out of Sammy Jackson's hands out of bounds. Ball stays with the Vikings. 21-20, Missouri Valley leads it. It's alumni night here at Burns Athletic Complex, Grover C. Redford Gymnasium. I'm Joe Alkinquiava alongside. Ken will have the second half. And after this game, remember the Missouri Valley Vikings have won 2 out of their last 3. The men, they'll be taking on the Avila Eagles. Now baseline jumper, Gabby Morales gets down there and knocks it down. So Gabby gets her third bucket of the game. The first 2 been inside. That time she pulls outside, knocks down a jumper. She's got 6. Lead back up to 3. Now Gimlin outside, Jessica Smith in the air. This one got it. Now they say it hit the guide wire. That ball bounced off the rim, went straight up, came back down through the bucket, but they're saying that it hit the guide wire. So I guess Vikes get a break there.
Yeah. Boy, with 23-20, good job. Left 58 seconds, so a couple possessions left. This big possession here. Let's see if we can get one down here and at least assure that we're going to have the lead going in.
Vikes have led the entire first half. We're under a minute. Head of the key to Sammy, deep on the left wing to Sister Lindsay. Lindsay dribbles to the deck. Now gets it high post to Clark. Clark turns inside up, off the glass and in. That was a tough shot that time as Kara Clark, falling away, knocks it off the glass. And Ken, she's getting pretty good at that shot.
Real good at that shot. She's doing a nice job tonight, as she usually does when she gets that ball inside.
Vikings lead back up to 5. 25 seconds left in the half. Deep on the left wing for Smith. Smith stop and go dribble. Outside Bruner. Hands over to Anna Curtis. Curtis comes around a screen. Now tries to get it outside. Now ball taken away by Sammy. Down to 10 seconds. Sammy pulls up, doesn't want to take the jumper. Back outside to Lindsay, gets it to Morales. Gabby's foul driving inside. So nice job by Sammy Jackson. Sammy got it back to Sister Lindsay, and Lindsay finds Morales inside. So still going to be non-shooting. That's only the 5th foul on Avila as that foul comes up on Jordan Farmer. So with 4.4 seconds left to play in the first half, Vikes will inbound under their own bucket. Sammy inbounds. There's a 3 by Raina Smith. This one bangs off the board. Clark gets a rebound at the buzzer. Missed it. Oh, nice rebound by Kara Clark. That shot just danced around and then barely lipped off. But it's been all Vikings here in the first half as they lead it 25-20.
Yeah, good first half by Valley as they lead it. And they held on. They scored the first bucket, and we never
did trail. I don't think Avila ever tied. I believe we were ahead 4-0,
yeah.
were we? I think so.
Good.
Yeah.
Good job. We'll be back with the scoring and more at half as the Vikings lead it here in the Burns Center.
7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. So here's a 26-second message of encouragement.
Hey, I'm Matt. I know, sometimes you think no one cares if I finish high school, right? Well, I do. Me and thousands of people you've never even met. Okay, here's the thing. When you graduate, you have better opportunities to make more money, have a